Hey, what's good guys, it's TKF here. I have a 5th generation Pokemon Wi-Fi battery. This one is against Jake or Triple X, a really great friend of mine. And I'm using the pokes that Wild provided for us on his latest OU video. So thanks dude, that really helped me out saving time and all that. So this is kind of complicated. I'm going to predict him to lead out with his Gengar, predicting that it's sashed. And he's going to predict me to leave my Swampert, so he goes into Registeel. So already this matchup works out great for me. And I'm going to actually make a really ballsy prediction and predict him to go for the Stealth Rock and not the Thunder Wave, predicting me to switch. So that works out perfectly as he goes ahead and sets up the Stealth Rocks, and I get off my Fire Blast, which is great. So right here I know he's going to T-Wave now, just because this thing is pretty much obviously Scarf. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out into my Swampert to take that Thunder Wave. He does indeed go for it, which is brilliant because obviously free switches and whatnot, and I can always scare him out with the Earthquake or the Stealth Rock because he has a multi-scale Dragonite on his team. So I'm going to predict the switch into his Dragonite right now and just go for that Scald, soon as it will be a free Scald for me, just to see if I can get that burn, and I can always go for another one after that. So I go ahead, go for the Scald. Gonna do pretty pathetic damage even with a crit, but I do get that key burn, which is absolutely great because I know this thing will not be a problem for me throughout the match now. So he's going to be taking that residual damage, which is great. He is going to go ahead and set up the Dragon Dance because he knows he is definitely going to need it in order to be able to do any sort of damage because he is burned. And I'm just going to go straight for the Ice Beam here, seeing as I do carry it because it is a Smogon tiered Swampert, because it's one of Wild Chases. And that Ice Beam does a really nice amount of damage. It's not going to be able to take it out even after the burn, but still a nice amount of damage. So he's going to go for the Dragon Claw here, probably just as a last ditch effort to do some damage. It really does nothing, and I know it will do nothing, so I go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks. So I know even if he has a Roost, Ice Beam will probably take out, judging by the damage he did last time. And I do have lefties on this pert, so that is very nice for me, so I'm going to be getting HP back. So the burn doesn't quite take him out, so that sucks. And I'm just going to go ahead and switch out now and go into my Gliscor because I know he'll be able to take the physical hit really well, just because this Dragonite is burned. I'm probably bulky. I didn't even check the set out, but Gliscor will be able to take it anyway, being naturally bulky. So that happens. He's going to kill himself off to the burn, which is great. That's a free switch for me right there. So I get my Toxic Orb activated as well, which is awesome. So now he's going to go ahead and go into his puppy, which is going to be a Suicune. Now I'm obviously fearing the Ice type move as well as the Water type move, so I can't make the appropriate switch into Thunderous, which is what I wanted to do. Not Thunderous, sorry. But I go into Swampert right here, knowing that I'll be able to take both. He goes for the Surf, and it does more than I would like, a lot more than I would like. So I'm kind of worried right now because I'm not sure what kind of set this is. I'm going to assume it's a Crocoon that has obviously the Calm Mind and whatnot. But he just goes for another Surf, just trying to get me as low as possible, and I live with 17 HP, which is great, and I'm going to be able to get off that Stab Earthquake. Kind of thinking it's not going to take it out, but you know, any damage is good damage on a Suicune. I'm just kind of worried at this point that he has the rest, but he just chooses to finish me off with a Surf, which is fine. I lose Swampert, although I do already have my Rocks up, and it doesn't seem like he'll have a Spinner apart from Registeel. I don't even know if Registeel can learn Rapid Spin, but I just go into Thunderous right now just because I know I can scare him out or just finish him off. And I actually predict the switch right here and go for the Hidden Power Ice. Unfortunately, he opts to stay in, and he will be able to get off an Ice Beam, which will take out my Thunderous. So a bad misplay right there does cost me my Thunderous quite early on in the game. It's about halfway in actually, but still lose my Thunderous, which is horrible because it was a nasty plot set. So now I'm going to go into Hydreigon, just because I know I can kill this thing because I'm Scarfed. So I'm going to go for the U-turn, and right here I'm thinking there's nothing on his team that will be able to deal with my Gliscor. So my plan is to U-turn, go into Gliscor, and completely wall his team. So I'm thinking this match is mine. Gonna go into Gliscor, wall his team completely. Had obviously I've written down his team beforehand just because I wanted this kind of competitive. But he sends in a Gengar. I completely forgot he had this, which sucks. Although if he did have a Sash, obviously it would be broken by Stealth Rock. So I'm gonna switch predicting the Shadow Ball right here because I know Hydreigon will resist and be able to take it. So he does go for the Shadow Ball. Fortunately for me, I am going to be able to take that because, like I said, it is resisted. And I'm going to be able to get off a Fire Blast. I'm not really sure why I went for the Fire Blast, probably predicting the switch into something or other. But yeah, that doesn't kill, and he's going to be able to get off a Destiny Bond. Now, I know I can't kill it because I'll lose my Hydreigon, because Destiny Bond doesn't actually have to be used first in order to take effect. You have to kill it after it's used. So even if I outspeed it next turn, it will still take me down. So I go into Gliscor right here as he goes for the Hidden Power. I believe this was Hidden Power Fire. I'm not really too sure. If it was Ice, it would have been super effective, so I know it's not Ice. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it now and go back into my Hydreigon, just hoping to God he goes for another Shadow Ball. He does indeed opt to go for another Shadow Ball, which is awesome, because if he'd have gone for anything else, I probably would have been screwed right there. You know, I was just kind of hoping he didn't have the Focus Blast. So I'm going to make the ballsy play here and go for the Fire Blast. I think I was predicting the Registeel last time. But anyway, that is going to hit. Thank God it's going to be able to take him out. And now he's going to go into a Flygon. And I'm thinking I'm pretty much just going to fodder off my Hydreigon right here. Go for the Fire Blast. Maybe hoping for the burn or the crit or whatnot. But neither happens. It's not going to do that great damage. And he's going to be able to take me out to an Outrage. Now, I'm not really sure what I have on my team to wall this Outrage. Not a lot from memory. So I'm pretty scared. So I'm going to go into Gliscor because he is my best bet to not resist it, but be able to take it. And I'm hoping after the rocks I can take it. So I'm going to protect just to get an extra turn of Toxic, well, Poison Heal. Which I do, which is great because obviously I get that HP back. So now I'm hoping I'll be able to take an Outrage. He just goes for it. And I am able to take that with 20 HP and get off an Ice Fang. And it does take it out because it is 4 times super effective, being Ground and Dragon, which is great. I do get my Poison Heal. It's not really relevant because he'll be able to take me out with the next poke he sends in. However, it's going to be a Registeel, which means I'm going to be able to outspeed it and get off that Stab Earthquake. Even if it doesn't take it out, it's damage needed. I do a lot of damage. Don't take it out though. And he's going to be able to take me out with the Seismic Toss. So I lose my Gliscor right there. Not too big of a deal, as soon as I know anything I have on my team will pretty much be able to outspeed this Registeel. And I don't have to be afraid of it. So I go ahead and send in Yukimura, which is Wild Chase's Infernape, obviously, which is a great name. I'm going to be able to lock myself into CC because I know it'll be able to take out anything else got on his team. So I go for that CC, take out the Registeel, no need to say. Low HP, super effective, and I'll definitely be able to outspeed. So he goes into Coleman, which is going to be his Rotom Heat form, and I was thinking I'm probably not going to be able to take this thing out. So I go for it, and it looks like it's going to take it out, and it lives with the smallest amount of HP, and he's going to be able to go for that Thunderbolt, and I believe I'm at -2 right now, so that Thunderbolt will be able to take me out. And Infernape isn't exactly a glass cannon, but its defenses are pretty poor. So I'm going to go into Shaman right now, which is my last. I'm going to be able to outspeed, and thank God I don't miss the Air Slash, and that'll be able to take it out. So that is an absolutely great game, Jake. That was a very narrow one on my part. I had a lot of fun doing this battle, so thank you again to Wild Chase for supplying all of the pokes, saving us all of that time. It's amazing of you, thanks dude. So if you enjoyed this battle, guys, please comment, like, subscribe, do all of that great stuff. Like ratings really help me out, and I'll see you guys next time for my next Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. So cheers guys, see you next time. Toosh.